This scientist believes humans do not have free will. Stanford neurobiologist Robert Sapolsky, after over 4 decades of research, challenges the idea that humans have a free will. He contends that human actions are as beyond our control as biological processes like cell division or heartbeats. He argues that all human behavior, from mundane choices to significant life decisions, is predestined by an array of factors outside our conscious control. Based on extensive cross-disciplinary research, he asserts that societal constructs of morality, punishment, and reward are flawed because they are based on the assumption that free will exists. He proposes that behaviors typically attributed to personal choice, like criminal acts or career paths, are in fact the result of complex interactions of genetics, environment, and neurochemistry. Sapolsky's stance is not without its critics. Many neuroscientists, philosophers, and the general populace uphold the belief in some degree of free will, essential to our self-conception and societal norms. Critics argue that denying free will could lead to psychological distress, increased unethical behaviors, and a lack of motivation. Others, like neuroscientist Peter Ulrich Tse and philosopher Saul Smolansky, caution against the harmful implications of embracing determinism too fully, suggesting it could undermine the foundations of a just society. Sapolsky, who is aware of these criticisms, believes understanding the deterministic nature of human actions can lead to greater empathy, especially towards those struggling with mental health issues or the aftermath of trauma.
Your brain wakes up more than 100 times each night. Waking up briefly during the night is a normal part of a good night's sleep and may actually boost memory, according to a recent study. This challenges the belief that uninterrupted sleep is key to a restful night. The study focused on a hormone called norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline, which plays a vital role in the body's stress response and helps maintain focus. It is closely linked to adrenaline and is involved in the fight or flight response. The researchers studied mice to understand how noradrenaline affects sleep patterns. They discovered that the level of noradrenaline in the body fluctuates in a wave-like pattern during sleep. When the level is high, it briefly awakens the brain, while low levels indicate deep sleep. Although it may sound alarming to wake up multiple times during the night, these awakenings are so brief that we don't even notice them. Deeper sleep is associated with more frequent awakenings, indicating that these brief interruptions are actually indicative of good sleep quality. The frequency of awakenings can be influenced by age and health conditions. Stress, both physical and mental, can disrupt the natural sleep cycle, leading to more frequent wakefulness. While some awakenings are for natural reasons like using the bathroom or changing sleeping positions, persistent and frequent disturbances should be addressed by a healthcare professional. They could indicate underlying health issues such as insomnia or sleep apnea. If you love waking up early, then you might have Neanderthal DNA to thank for it. While many Neanderthal genes have disappeared over time, a small fraction remains in modern humans. Neanderthal genes may have helped early humans adapt as they migrated out of Africa. When Neanderthals and early humans interbred around 70,000 years ago, up to 4% of Neanderthal DNA found its way into present-day humans. Scientists compared genomes of ancient Neanderthal and modern humans and identified over 1,000 shared mutations. They found that those carrying these mutations were more likely to describe themselves as early risers. Scientists believe that the presence of Neanderthal genes in modern humans was advantageous for our ancestors as they adapted to new environments, particularly at higher latitudes. Possessing these genetic variants may indicate a more flexible internal clock, better suited for adjusting to changes in daylight levels throughout the year. However, being a morning person is influenced by various factors, including other genes, environmental conditions, and cultural influences. The impact of Neanderthal genes on this trait is relatively small. Morning people tend to have more consistent sleep patterns, waking up early even on non-work days, which aligns well with typical work and school schedules, enhancing productivity and reducing stress associated with rushing or being late. This regular sleep routine is linked to better sleep quality and can contribute to overall physical and mental health, including lower risks of depression and chronic diseases.